Hi, it's Kim Butler. Todd and I are going to show you the automobile purchases calculator. I like to change the title on this to say the true cost of paying cash. It's a fun demo to share with clients all along the way. Go ahead, Todd.
Hi, and I think this calculator really plays well with the maximum potential calculator as kind of a follow-up because a lot of people, sometimes when we're talking with maximum potential, we talk about the debt ratio. They have the idea, well, my great grandfather told me the only way to buy anything is 100% down and nothing a month. And it's this idea that somehow when you pay cash, you avoid interest cost. And it's something that is pretty prevalent out there in the world. And so we're going to look at that and see if that's true or not. And we'll use this calculator to find out. So if we put current value of assets as an example here, and let's say that we've got somebody that's a true saver and they've got $150,000 worth of current assets. And they're saving and they're adding money to those assets at the rate of $20,000 a year. And let's say they're actually also increasing the amount that they're saving each year to help combat inflation, say at 3%. So their cost of living is going up on their income by 3%, and so they're also increasing their savings amount each year by the same 3% rate. And then let's say that they're earning on these savings dollars, say a net 4%. And let's look out over 35 years. All right, so if we look at this, we see that the future asset value without any automobile purchases is almost $3 million, so $2.9 million. And let's look and see what would happen if we use the idea of paying cash for everything. So rather than financing our automobiles, we used this fund and we took the automobiles out of here each time we buy a new automobile. So we're going to have the year of the first purchase is year one. The auto purchase frequency is going to be every 4 years. So we're trading in a vehicle and there's enough on the trade-in to be able to finance the next one, and it just continues that cycle. So we actually just end up financing roughly the same amount every single time. And if the financing amount that we have on the vehicles is say $30,000 a year, or each time, sorry, not $30,000 a year, but each 4 years, then what we see right here, over on the far right, we see the future asset value without any auto purchases, which was the 2.9 million that we started with as our future potential. We bought $270,000 worth of cars in this case. And if we look at the asset value, we end up with $2.3 million, which is a difference of $616,000. So why did $270,000 worth of cars cost us $616,000 in future assets if we paid cash and avoided the interest cost? Well, the truth of the matter is we never avoid an interest cost. We may avoid an interest payment, but not an interest cost. So what happens in this scenario is, rather than financing the automobiles directly with a loaning institution, we financed them with our future assets. It's always one way or the other.
Can you say that again about an interest payment and an interest cost?
Yeah, so quite often the language that's used in the financial industry is a little cloudy. And what's happened here is it's been confused from the standpoint of assuming that an interest payment is equivalent to an interest cost, and yet they're two entirely different things. An interest payment is a payment you make is basically an interest payment, the interest that's due on a particular payment against what the principal is. But the cost is much bigger than that, and we have to pull in a lot of different resources and the idea of opportunity costs and other things to actually understand what the interest cost is, but they are not the same. And the example here is that even though we've avoided an interest payment, i.e. directly with our banker or or the automobile manufacturer's financing program, we haven't avoided an interest cost because everything has to be financed either directly with that institution or with our future assets and growth. In this case, we avoided the interest payment directly with the financial institution at the expense of financing it with our future assets. So what I'm saying is the cars, while cumulatively was only $270,000 worth of cars, the impact on our future assets was $616,000 because it includes both the principal of those cars plus the interest lost by taking it out of this asset over that time frame.
That's pretty amazing. And when we do our 3-day truth trainings, we dig into this a little bit further in some fun ways and even develop a little bit of a solution. Cars are a tough one to overcome in terms of the impact that they have on our overall finances, especially when we look at them over a long period of time. Join us at a 3-day truth training and you can hear more.